Hello everybody, it's Dr. Lisa Ann Homick from Homick Advanced Chiropractic. This is Brain Snob, episode number 95. Stop looking for answers right now. Set it aside. Everybody wants a quickie answer and they just want the short version, and I'm telling you that is wrong. Don't ask me for any more quick answers. Sorry, I've ran out of them. I've run out of them. Sorry for the grammar faux pas right there. But look for growth, personal growth. That's the only way you get anywhere. That's it. And I'm going to use one topic that everyone is like near and dear in love with, and that's they're worried about their muscles and joints. Because, well, I'm a chiropractor, and that's what people come to me to talk about. They talk about their muscles and their joints, and they hurt, and they can't move well. And I want them to go beyond that. Like, oh, this hurts. This hurts. Well, I want to go deeper. Why? Because I'm looking for growth, personal growth. I want you to be empowered. I don't want you to feel like you are stuck where you are. And when you're looking for that one quick answer, you're stuck. In fact, you're in your own way. And if you don't have personal growth, you're not getting out of your own way. And you should be constantly growing. You should be reading, you should be learning, you should be curious. And you should be asking yourself questions like, why am I still doing something over and over and over again when I'm getting the result I don't like? So let's talk about the muscles and joints, because that's what everybody comes to me for. They have back pain. Well, back pain is like the little tiny splinter in your hand. It's tiny. I want to focus on the whole story. The whole story. Not just the day you slapped your hand, stubbed your toe, whatever. That was just the wake-up call. Shoveling the snow, that was a wake-up call. I want to hear the whole story. I come from a mental health background, so I want to know everything about you. Why? Because it's more interesting that way. But when you have a muscle problem or a joint problem, that's not where we need to be concerned. We need to look at your brain. Don't cut your brain off from the rest of your body. The brain makes the body so you can make your life. The brain is the master system. It's that spinal cord and brain, all those cells working together to send nerve impulses to the rest of your body, and they interpret the nerve impulses that go back to the brain, giving your body what it needs to survive. Don't cut your brain out of this equation. I focus on the brain. It's called Brain First, the BFA protocol. Remember, your spine is a windmill. If you need movement in your spine to generate that energy in your brain. And you need cognition, healing, metabolism. And if you don't have that in your brain, it's going to steal it from your mobility and your balance, the other parts that your brain works on. There's not a good sharing of energy in the body. So we need to give your body lots and lots of energy. So chiropractic, when I adjust the spine, we are opening the floodgates. Just imagine those spinal joints are gates. We're opening up those gates so the energy can come down from the brain to the body, and so the body can talk back to the brain appropriately. You cannot live without that nerve energy. In fact, if you have an injury to your spinal cord, I think you have only seconds to live. That's how important your nervous system is to your body. So when we're talking about your muscles and your joints, because you're not moving well, I want to talk about how your brain is dealing with it. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? I don't know. Let's just concentrate on the brain. Because when you're looking at an old injury or a recent injury and you want it to heal well, that's all fine and good. I'm there. I'm your number one cheerleader. But when we're not focusing on what's affecting that healing response, you're shorting yourself. You're shortchanging yourself. And I'm going to look at the 4 types of injury in your body. And Not only is there traumatic injury, which what most people focus on, there's dietary injury, there's toxic injury, and there's mental injury. All four of those things at once. I don't want to ignore one. They're all important. And let's talk about the more pressing ones. People don't like when they are stuck and don't move well, and they blame their muscles. Well, you've got toxins trapped in your muscles. Whether it's leftover waste products after your cells do all their metabolism thing, or leftover cells from inflammation, your dead cells that became injured, the body has to get rid of them. But all this stuff builds up in your muscles. Toxic waste in your muscles. Doesn't feel good. And that's what you're experiencing. We've got to get the toxins out of your body. Also the toxins from the different foods you've eaten. Certain foods don't do well in your body, namely grains, sugars, and seed oils. They create the inflammation a lot of people are complaining about. We've got to reduce that intake of those bad foods and take care of the detoxification process and do some other things to get rid of the inflammation, like drinking a lot of water, taking supplements, some herbals, getting enough sleep, and take a little bit of rest every now and then helps as well. How about calcium in the wrong places? That's a big deal when we look on the x-rays and we see stenosis and spurring. That's calcium put there because the calcium doesn't have the right metabolic ingredients to get in the bone. And when your body thinks there's something else going on that needs to be taken care of, you're going to get calcium in the wrong places. And a lot of that comes from diet as well and the supplements that you're taking. So the right combination, the right formulation, that's important. So it's not just what happened at the time you injured yourself. What's your state of health at the time of your injury? What are the habits? What have you been doing for the last 10 to 15 to 20 years? Because all that's impacting today. So I'd like to go back in time a little bit. I'm not a time traveler, but with our imagination, we can go and think in our minds of where we don't have the best of habits. And part of that personal growth, that self-growth, is realizing we can do things better. So I want to encourage you, and I want you to have a functioning brain so you've got the self-motivation. There's some very particular neurotransmitters that get that done for you, like dopamine, serotonin, in order to get things done so you're an ambitious person and you can be accomplished. Important. And here we're only talking about your muscles and your joints because you don't like the way your leg is moving and your back is moving. I take it farther. And I hope you're interested because that's, to me, you're shortchanging yourself if you don't. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to set anybody up for failure. I want to help you learn about your whole body. What about fatigue? A lot of people just say they don't have the energy to move. So you're tired. You are run out of steam. You don't have the fuel. Well, if your body's fatigued, your brain is also fatigued. You don't have the right energy for your body and brain. And what's the most economical, efficient energy? Dietary fat from natural sources, meaning it's not manufactured in a factory, but you are eating the natural fat from animal products and natural oils because that's the best energy for the brain and the body. So get the toxins out of your muscles, get the calcium out of the wrong places, and help your energy levels. Take care of your mitochondria. Every cell, almost every cell, has mitochondria, and those are the energy factories. So if you want to move well, you want healthy and happy mitochondria. So think about the traumas in your life, traumatic injuries, especially old injuries that didn't heal well, that still are making themselves known today. That's the nervous system. That's the memory it created, reminding you, this didn't heal right. I want you to do something about it. And dietary injury, all the foods that cause an inflammatory response, all the foods that make the insulin of your pancreas go kind of crazy and create an immune reaction. Your pancreas is just warning the rest of your body that there's bad stuff going on. And toxic injury, anything in your food, in your water, in the soil, in the air, in your house. What's in the clothing that you bought? What's in your bedding? What's in the carpet? What's in the furniture? What's in your garage? What are you spraying on your grass? What are you washing your skin with? These are all things that affect your muscles and joints. Hard to believe, but I want to go deep. I want to get there and encourage you to look at all the ways that your body's impacted by these different stressors. And then mental injury. Do you have self-confidence? Do you feel empowered? Do you feel like you're making the right decisions? Do you have enough information to make the right decision? Do you have relationships that are supportive? Do you have balance in your relationships? Do you have balance in your work and play? This all affects your mental capacity and your ability to make decisions, your ability to look ahead at the future. And if you have things that are counteracting that, to me, that's a mental injury. And your limbic system memorizes that and will repeat it at unwanted times. So we've got to get some stress management so your brain is not in that heightened fight or flight, because that definitely affects your body. It's going to affect your cortisol. It's going to affect your insulin. It's going to affect your oxygen levels that get circulating around your body. Because when you're in fight or flight, there is a priority, and that priority is your muscles, not your digestive organs, not your internal organs. And when that priority is off balance, you are going to be burned out. You're going to feel like you were hit by a truck, and you're going to feel like you cannot accomplish much. So, did I cover all these different things? When all you want to talk about is a muscle that's bothering you? Yeah, I know. So, I hope you like it. I hope you have that curiosity. Curiosity tells me you've got a healthy brain, and it's got all the nutrients it needs to get things done. That prefrontal cortex, that's the conductor of the body. So not only your physiological processes, but how you think, how you make decisions, how you weigh pros and cons, discernment. That's all in the prefrontal cortex. That's how you learn new things. I want your brain to be on fire, ready to go. We don't have time to have a slow, low brain. I need you to be a positive ripple effect in your community. I need your full participation, and you can't do that with an impaired brain. So I don't want you to look for answers. I want you to look for growth. That means self-growth. I don't want you standing in your own way. So please always have questions. Be curious. Take care of your brain so it has adequate energy so you can enjoy your world and so you're living out your calling. Do you even know what your calling is? I hope you do. I hope everything has meaning and purpose, because that's what makes the world go round, and that's how we are a gift to each other. So, I know you have a hurt back. I know you can't do this motion. But I want you to be more than just a sore cramp in your leg. I want you to be a positive ripple effect in your community. And that starts with the BFA protocol, with the chiropractic side that is promoting brain health. Thank you for listening to this episode of Brain Snob. In the meantime, check out the blog. Check out my Doctors Who Jumped Ship series. I'm about a week behind. I need to sit down and add some more chapters, but I think you'll be interested in that. I have a Brain Snob podcast on the Anchor app, as well as these YouTube videos. I'll be signing off for now. Looking forward to the next video. Hit the like button and send this link to your friends. Thank you.